Hello guys, I'm Octavian Niki Aprianto, and in this content we will talk about badminton. So let's get started. First, overview and history. Badminton is a racket sport that is played on a court divided by a net 5 feet high. The game is played with a shuttlecock but can be played as single or double. The object of the game is to hit the shuttlecock over the net so that eventually the opponent is unable to return the shot. Badminton is originated in India in the mid 1800s. Its popularity increased when English army officers stationed in India transported the game to England. In England, it was called badminton. Eventually, it spread to the United States. And for the techniques itself, there are several techniques. First is serve. There are serve for long or short. And the second one is forehand. For right-handed player, a stroke hit when the shuttle is on the right side of the body. And for left-handed player, a stroke hit when the shuttle is on the left side of the body. The third one is round the head. An overhead stroke play on the left or backhand side of the body. And the fourth one is smash, a hard hit overhand stroke with a fast downward pad. It is a main attacking stroke. Drive, a powerfully hit forehand or backhand stroke which just clear the top of the net. It's difficult to return due to the subtle straight line trajectory. Next is clear, a stroke which sends the shuttle high over the opponent's head and drops near the backcourt boundary line. It may be hit with an overhand or underhand stroke. Can be used as offensive or defensive play. And the last one is drop shot. The shuttle is dropped over the net, so it's dropped very close to the net. And for the scoring itself, points are scored only by both teams, serving or receiving. A point is rewarded to the either team whenever the other side commits a fault. If a fault is committed by the serving side, the server doesn't score a point and lost the serve. And scoring for the double, there are 21 points in a double game, must win by 2 points for the first person to reach 30. And for the single, there are 20 points in single game also, and must win by 2 points on or the first person to reach 30. And for the fault, there are overhand serve. Anytime the serve contacts the shuttle higher than their waist. If any part of the head of the racket is higher than the server hand holding the racket. During the serve, the shuttle lands outside the correct service court. If the server or receiver feet are not in the correct service court as the shuttle is served. If the player touches the net with the racket or body. If the shuttle hits any obstruction such as the ceiling, wall, backboard, etc., it becomes false and fails to go over the net, it falls. If the shuttle is hit by the other team before it crosses the net, it's not distinctively hit but held momentarily on the racket. Is hit more than once in succession by a team. Hits any part of the player body. And that's all from my presentation today. Not today, this content, and I will see you in the next topic. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention.